And I'd like to now to ask David Goldstein to come up to introduce to our keynote president, which I'm really excited he has taken the time to, matter of fact, I'm going to get out of the way and let you do that.
Well, thank you very much, and welcome everyone to the RESNET conference. It's really a pleasure as former president, having spoken here a number of times in the past, to look out at how many faces there are, how bright and awake this early in the morning. How many of you, is this your first RESNET conference? Could you raise your hand? Wow, that's really impressive. Yeah, give yourself a round of applause. And I wanted to know that because for those of you who are here for the first time, you have no idea how much progress we have made, in no small part due to Jeff Metzger's leadership at KB Homes. Because 10 years ago, builders were the reluctant clients of raters. You had to talk builders into getting into doing Energy Star, and God forbid you suggested they go beyond Energy Star or post a HERS rating. That has changed, and the fact that we have Jeff, who's the president and CEO of KB Home here, to talk to us shows just how successful we've been in forging partnerships with industry, and just how successful Jeff and his colleagues have been in recognizing that the business model of building for energy efficiency is a successful one for home builders, as well as one that satisfies the needs of energy efficiency advocates, raters, and the energy efficiency industry. For those of you who are not familiar with it, KB Home is one of the largest and most recognized home building companies in the United States. It was founded in 1957 and has built over 500,000 quality homes since then. KB has been a leader in utilizing state-of-the-art sustainable building practices and was recognized as the #1 green home builder in a survey by Calvert Investments, and #1 home builder on Fortune magazine's 2001 World's Most Admired Companies list. Jeff has been the leader of KB Homes and is one of the housing industry's most trusted voices on a number of topics of interest to this group, particularly energy efficiency. Jeff has been responsible for the strategic transformation within KB Home that I was talking about over the last 5 and 10 years, so that they have a goal of becoming a leading environmentally friendly home building company. The efforts for environmental friendliness focus not only on energy efficiency, but also on other sustainable practices such as sourcing of wood. KB, under Jeff's direction, has been trying to reduce waste in its own operations and do the right thing as a corporate citizen. KB has launched many industry firsts under his leadership, including the first builder to commit to use only Energy Star appliances, the first builder to commit in 2009 to building 100% of its homes to Energy Star guidelines, and most excitingly to us, in 2011, launching the KB Home Energy Performance Guide, which is their branding of using the HERS index as a way of communicating energy efficiency to the customer. It's been very exciting for me to follow KB Homes on their path towards sustainability, and NRDC has been involved in their advisory group for, 8 years? You know, we each take this joint work very seriously. KB, under Jeff's direction, instead of using the downturn in housing as an excuse to back off on the sustainability efforts, instead has accelerated those efforts. And we commend them for this, and we think this is just smart business practice, because this provides something that the customer increasingly wants, and is a way of satisfying consumer needs and environmental needs that I think is going to turn out to be more profitable in the long run. In addition to working for KB Home, Jeff serves as a member of the Policy Advisory Board of the Joint Center for Housing Studies at Harvard and the Executive Board of the University of Southern California's Lusk Center for Real Estate, and a Policy Advisory Board for the Fisher Center for Real Estate and Urban Economics at the University of California, Berkeley. He's also chairman of the Leading Builders of America, which is a group of builders that has separated from others of their compatriots to be supportive of energy efficiency and come up with innovative solutions such as the SAVE Act. So with no further ado, I'd like to present Jeff Metzger.
Thank you, David. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. It's a pleasure for me to welcome you to the 2012 RESNET Building Performance Conference. If I knew there was karaoke, I'd have come in a day earlier, because my mama wanted everyone to grow up a builder. Not too many of you. This is an important event for our industry, as I believe we can all agree that making continued advancements in energy efficiency is fundamental to the future of home building. As someone who has been in this business for more than 30 years now, it is very exciting to see the incredible leaps our industry, and in particular our company, have made in recent years in building high-quality, energy-efficient new homes that perform much better than existing product at an affordable price for the consumer. And the pace with which we've been able to achieve this shift in energy-related features has been remarkable. If you had told me just 5 years ago that we could build a 2,500 square foot, 4-bedroom home in Southern California, featuring utility bills that are less than $100 a month for little or no price to the consumer, I would not have believed you. Our industry has come further in energy efficiency during the last decade than the previous 5 decades combined. Although we may not know where we will be in another 10 years, we do know it is up to everyone in this room to help take us there, and I am confident that KB Home will continue to be a leader in moving our industry forward. For I believe our industry is in a race to produce net zero homes as standard and affordable. I will begin this morning with a brief overview of our company, including the history of our evolution and sustainability, and also highlight some of the exciting new product initiatives we have introduced over the past year. I will also discuss the role of RESNET and how the work that all of you do, from Steve and the board of directors to committee members, raters, and other energy efficiency professionals, has helped to raise consumer awareness of the many benefits of energy efficient homes. And this consumer awareness in and of itself is a vital component of our efforts as an industry. RESNET's success in establishing standards and advocating for issues that we all care about is critical to our own success in this endeavor to change not only the way we build homes, but the way that people shop for and purchase homes. KB Home is one of the nation's largest home builders, and our company is proud to have built more than 500,000 homes for families since our founding in 1957. We have a geographically diverse business in 32 major markets across the country. While our footprint is coast to coast, our business is still very local, and the markets in which we operate today have been carefully chosen for their long-term economic and population growth. Over the years, we have always been on the cutting edge. We were the first builder to be listed on the NYSE, the first builder to have their own mortgage subsidiary, and more recently, the first national builder to commit to building all homes to Energy Star standards, as well as the first builder to commit nationally to deliver a specific HERS rating with every home we sell. This year, KB Home is celebrating its 55th year in business, and we believe our long-term success is based on our customer-focused approach to designing and building homes. At the center of this approach is our well-established KB Next built-to-order business model, which has helped us to quickly adjust to changing market conditions and to operate efficiently in any environment. This business model has been our guide for 15 years now, creating the roadmap that drives our strategy, along with the processes and standards that are the foundation of this strategy. Our built-to-order approach focuses on choice and value to the consumer. We do not begin construction on a home until a buyer has selected their home site, their floor plan, and has finalized their selections from the thousands of structural and design options available to them at our studio design centers. We also require a qualified mortgage approval so we know the buyer can perform upon completion. Each home is then built specifically for the wants and needs of that customer. In essence, it is a semi-custom approach on a volume basis. We start with offering a broad range of home designs at each location with standard features and product attributes that are based on detailed homebuyer surveys. Then our studio process allows buyers to select and, most importantly, only pay for the personalized options that they want. This business model has also enabled and supported our industry-leading energy efficiency initiatives. Not only can we leverage our national economies of scale to achieve savings for the energy-efficient features that come standard in all of our homes, our built-to-order process provides our buyers even more energy options at our studios to customize the energy efficiency level of their home to their own desires. Over time, this process will allow us to fully understand what is important to the consumer in new energy efficiency technology. As we continue to learn more about consumer preferences, we will introduce additional standard features based on the high-frequency items customers select at the studio. As I've mentioned, our company operates under one business model nationally. As a result, when high-frequency items are identified, we are able to quickly implement them as standard features across the entire business. Let me share a great example that illustrates this point. Our Dallas division was the first in the company to offer radiant barrier roofing material as an option in the studio. At that time, we had divisions that did not even know what radiant barrier was. It proved so popular with our customers in Dallas, about an 80% take rate, that we introduced it nationally as an option in all of our studios in less than 30 days. Once the take rate exceeded 75% nationally, we decided to make it a standard feature. By committing to making it standard in 100% of the homes we build, we were able to negotiate the feature at no additional cost. This entire process, from the idea sharing in Dallas to standard in all communities, took less than 9 months. This illustrates how quickly we can move in a geographically decentralized business with our KB Next model. There's no question that our industry has been through a difficult period. In fact, reported new home sales for 2011 were at the lowest level on record. As the downturn commenced in 2006, we moved quickly on changing product designs to meet the needs of today's consumer, reducing our asset base, exiting underperforming markets, hoarding cash, and aligning our overhead levels with current volumes. It is important to note that while we significantly reduced our SG&A by more than $1 billion since 2006, we have strategically retained our growth platform to be opportunistic as markets recover, and I am confident that they will. KB Home delivered more than 25,000 homes at the peak in the markets we are in today, so our growth opportunities will be considerable just from our served markets. We are encouraged by the signs of recovery we are seeing in the national economy and the early stage of stabilization that is occurring in housing markets today. Inventory levels continue to decrease, and in most markets, prices are firming up. At KB Home, we are pleased with our recent net order trends. Our sales increased approximately 40% year over year in the last 6 months of 2011, and we reported backlog revenue up 74% year over year. This significant increase in backlog positions us to grow revenue going forward for the first time in many years. We believe that one of the real drivers of our improved sales results is consumer recognition of the value of our energy efficient features, which truly differentiate our homes from resales and other new homes in each market. When I became CEO of KB Home in the fall of 2006, it was clear to me that we needed to do a better job of differentiating our company and our homes. A market downturn was upon us, and more of the same simply would not work. A focus on sustainability was something that made sense to me, as I recognized it could be the critical differentiator for our products, our customers, our shareholders, our employees, and our brand. Simply put, it was the right thing to do. At that time, 2 other events occurred which really influenced my thinking. Through a fellow KB Home board member, I was introduced to Temple Inland's sustainability report. Here's a company that cuts down trees and manufactures products that could potentially be harmful to the environment. They found better ways to operate their business, and they were now winning awards for their sustainability efforts. Around the same time, through our partnership with Martha Stewart, I was introduced to the management team at Interface, a Georgia-based company led by CEO Ray Anderson. Interface manufactures carpet tiles, another product that can potentially be terrible for the environment. Their cutting-edge recycling and waste reduction efforts were incredibly impressive, and their success is now transforming the carpet industry. In the case of both companies, they found a better way to operate, and both felt this change was a major driver in not only growing their top line, but also improving profitability, while helping the environment along the way. I shared these experiences with the KB Home team, and everyone was quickly on board. For years, our industry had basically ignored energy efficiency product initiatives based on the widely held belief that consumers would not pay for them. We knew we had a real opportunity to lead the industry if we could find ways to incorporate more energy efficient features in our homes without raising prices. With the market environment we were facing at that time, we knew price increases would not be available. Today, our commitment to sustainability is evident from the way we run our business, with less waste at our job sites and in our offices, to the more environmentally friendly homes we are building across the country, and also in our efforts to educate the consumer. We've been honored by numerous organizations for our work in this area, including the only builder to be recognized by the EPA with a 2011 Energy Star Sustained Excellence Award, the agency's highest honor. The first and only builder to be named a 2011 WaterSense Partner of the Year by EPA. Honored by the U.S. Green Building Council for outstanding multifamily project for our LEED Platinum certified community in Southern California, and our ranking as the #1 green home builder by a wide margin since 2008, based on an ongoing study conducted by Calvert Investments, a leading asset management firm in the area of sustainable and responsible investing. Within the Calvert report, there are some compelling references to our company. Our overall score was almost double that of the next best performing home builder, and over 10 times the average score of the remaining 8 builders in the study. In fact, the report stated that without leading companies like KB Home, the overall performance of the industry in their study would have been far worse. KB Home was also proud to achieve the highest score in every area of sustainability that Calvert analyzed, including energy, water, land use, building materials, and climate change. This independent recognition of our programs from a respected organization such as Calvert is increasingly important for today's investors and consumers, and helps to validate that we are doing the right things. But we are not in this just to receive awards. And candidly, we are not in it just because it's good for the environment. We are in it for the many benefits it brings to our customers and for our company. Sustainability is a journey, not a destination. It has taken a lot of hard work to get to where we are today. In the early years, we dabbled in sustainability programs at a local level. Energy Star qualified homes in California, where Title 24 standards were already quite similar. Water Smart homes in Las Vegas, and an option for solar power in a few communities in Northern California. It wasn't until 2007 that we really gained momentum, and since then, we've been continually raising the bar. KB Home has now delivered over 68,000 Energy Star homes, and in just 1 year, families living in these homes will save an estimated $33 million on their utility bills, while preventing greenhouse gas emissions equivalent to those from 33,000 cars and trucks. Another important milestone for our company was publishing our first annual sustainability report in order to foster transparency with our current programs and also to talk about what we're working on. Not only our successes, but our challenges and failures. This year, we will proudly publish our 5th annual sustainability report, reviewing our progress against our stated goals for 2011 and announcing new goals for 2012 in the areas of energy, water, consumer awareness, and waste reduction. Our sustainability report is available on our corporate website, and I encourage all of you to go take a look. One of KB Home's many firsts in the area of sustainability was our new KB Home Energy Performance Guide. Like an MPG sticker found on all new cars, the KB Home Energy Performance Guide, or EPG, contains key information about the energy efficiency of a KB home versus a typical newer resale home through its HERS score, and also projecting utility bills. Our EPG was recently updated to include the estimated monthly dollar savings over a typical resale home. Again, to more clearly illustrate the lower total cost of home ownership buyers can enjoy when they choose a KB home. We work closely with RESNET certified raters to make these calculations on every home we build. Initially, not everyone grasped the significance of this EPG initiative. In fact, we met with several PR firms to work with us on the New York media launch, and they didn't even get it. They didn't understand what a couple of $100s a month in energy savings meant to the average consumer. But our consumers got it. In fact, as a result of the incredible media buzz since the launch of our EPG 1 year ago, including over 350 million media impressions with an estimated advertising equivalency of over $11 million, this program is not only bringing more traffic to our communities, home buyers are now choosing KB Home specifically because of the EPG projected savings and peace of mind that it brings as they plan their monthly budget. This EPG shows that the estimated monthly energy charges for a 1,675-foot home in San Antonio are $99, which represents an estimated monthly savings of $59 compared to a typical resale home. In many cases, the savings are much greater. To put this in perspective, a $59 a month savings is the equivalent of the mortgage payment on an additional $12,000 of purchase price. Or, if they don't put it toward their home, about $700 per year in discretionary consumer spending. When you consider that the average home buyer will live in their home for at least 8 years, the savings on just this home adds up to more than $56,000, or $5,600, wish it was $56,000, $5,600 over that time frame. Now, with the way energy costs are again on the rise, the savings in the future will be even greater. With this tool, the consumer now is more aware of the total cost of home ownership, and estimated utility cost has become part of the home purchase decision like never before. In addition to launching our EPG in 2011, we also significantly elevated our brand through the introduction of the KB Home Greenhouse Concept Home at the 2011 International Builders Show. We designed and built a home in partnership with Martha Stewart that featured incredibly advanced technology. The home received a great deal of national attention. For the first time, a national builder demonstrated the ability to produce a net zero product. Working with our trade partners, we really pushed the envelope on energy efficiency. We took a standard floor plan in Orlando and ended up achieving an incredible HERS rating of -2. As a result of this concept home and the ensuing media coverage, a national solar provider recognized there was finally an opportunity to partner with a volume builder and potentially realize significant economy of scale for their product. Working with SunPower, we were successful in putting a program in place on a trial basis that provides solar as standard at a very competitive price. This is a great example of how we're able to capitalize on our business model and build on our success with our trade partners in creatively advancing our product and meeting the strategic challenge of keeping our homes affordable. Today, we offer solar power systems ranging from 1.4 to 3.2 kilowatts as a standard feature in 29 Southern California communities. Since the rollout last summer, we've now delivered more than 300 homes with this feature, and the number of deliveries in 2012 will be substantially higher. Last month, we announced the introduction of this popular program in Central Florida as well. We also offer optional solar power systems in communities in Northern California, Las Vegas, Colorado, and Texas. As we continue to expand this program across our company, we anticipate that we will see not only technological advances in solar energy, the cost of solar will come down further. Another exciting initiative that was born out of the concept home last year is the nationwide rollout of our new Zero House 2.0, putting a net zero energy model home in every one of our major cities. While a new Energy Star qualified KB home may save homeowners $1,000 or more annually on their utility costs, selecting Zero House 2.0 options may eliminate their monthly electricity charges entirely. These homes are now showcased in Tampa, Southern Cal, Colorado, Las Vegas, San Antonio, Houston, and right here in Austin. In fact, I believe many of you have already had the opportunity yesterday to tour our Austin Zero House, located in KB Home's Northtown community. This home was just recognized with a Builders Challenge Maximized Energy Performance Award from the U.S. Department of Energy at the International Builders Show. Across the country, these initial openings have been met with tremendous response, bringing out hundreds of consumers. This is the next evolution of our built-to-order model and a major differentiator over resales. I'm not aware of many existing homes that can economically achieve a net zero rating. For all these initiatives, it has been critical for KB Home to provide home buyers with access to an independent third-party rating system so that they can directly compare our home's energy efficiency versus other new or resale homes. And that is where RESNET has played such an important role in the accuracy, reliability, and quality control of this process. In order to create more demand for energy-efficient homes, our industry must effectively communicate the benefits and savings that are available in a new home, and the HERS index score helps us do exactly that. One thing our industry is great at is imitating others' success. So we are pleased that since KB Home launched our EPG label in February 2011, the nation's largest production builders and more than 120 local and regional builders have pursued similar HERS index marketing agreements with RESNET. Now that we've been providing the EPG label for more than a year, we are seeing our homeowners validating their home's EPG projections. And they're now sharing their excitement over their energy cost savings by posting on our Facebook page notes such as these. I'll read a couple of these because, one, the print is small, but I also love the quotes. So, first, we pay $65 for our electricity and gas. Absolutely love our KB home. Or, I absolutely love my KB home. My energy and gas bill is usually $80 each month combined. Way cheaper than when I was living in my one-bedroom apartment. Thank you, KB. And even, I love getting my energy bills. We got our first one from the house, and it was $80. So going from a bill that was about $135 a month in an apartment to $80 is a lifesaver. I love these posts, not because they champion our company. They also illustrate the growing awareness among consumers that utility bills are a real factor in the total cost of home ownership. As you now know, in addition to my day job at KB Home, I am also pleased to serve as chairman of the Leading Builders of America. This group is comprised of 20 of the 25 largest home builders, both public and private, who together build approximately 40% of all new homes in the United States. With the mission of making homeownership attainable for more American families, we now have a direct line of communication between our companies and members of Congress and other senior policymakers, giving us one voice on the Hill that is truly regarded as the voice of the entire industry. One of the areas where our group is playing a leadership role in Washington is on policies and legislation to promote energy-efficient home building. An important piece of legislation that leading builders of America is currently supporting is the SAVE Act, sponsored by Senators Bennett and Isaacson, which seeks to recognize the value of energy efficiency in the appraisal and mortgage underwriting process. While it is stalled on the Senate floor at the moment, this is a bipartisan effort that is gaining support, and we are hopeful it will pass this year. You can learn more about the SAVE Act from Ken Geer of the LBA, who will be speaking at one of the breakout sessions at this conference. As we look ahead, we are optimistic about the encouraging trends we are seeing. In the majority of our markets, house payments are now lower than rent, and utility bills in a new KB home are lower than most rentals utility bills as well. It is this incredible affordability that is currently driving demand. As the stabilization process moves forward, we are seeing inventory levels continuing to ease, and in many of our markets, prices are firming. We feel a fragile recovery in housing is underway. While we still need more jobs and higher consumer confidence to get to normalized activity levels, we are heading in the right direction. The U.S. population is growing, and the life-changing events that drive a new home purchase continue to unfold for families across the country. We believe it is this underlying demand in the marketplace that will eventually be the impetus behind a meaningful housing recovery. At the same time, USA Today recently reported that after a quarter century of enjoying relatively stable power bills, even as usage went up, Americans' electric bills have skyrocketed in the past 5 years, with an increase that has added about $300 a year to every household's bill. This represents the largest sustained increase since a run-up in electricity prices during the 1970s. Against this backdrop, and gas prices that are once again at all-time highs, there will be further pressure on the pocketbooks of consumers, and our efforts will become even more valuable. Despite the difficult economic times we've been through as a country, the dream of home ownership remains a very real part of the American experience. With rising rents, low interest rates, great prices, and energy-efficient features that further reduce costs, there hasn't been a better time to own a KB home in over half a century. I'm proud of our employees whose dedication and accomplishments have established KB Home's leadership in this vital area. We continue to believe that our commitment to sustainability is simply the right thing to do for our customers, our company, our employees, our shareholders, and the environment. Hopefully you can tell by my comments, I believe home building is a great business. There's nothing like watching the positive emotions of our customers when they receive the keys to their new KB home. We truly do change lives. I'm excited for our future and glad that I could share my thoughts with you here today. Thank you again, and I hope you all enjoy the conference.
RESNET is truly honored that Jeffrey's taken the time to address us. Thank you so much. I also say I think there's a whole crew growing, as Jeffrey said in his presentation, so I would like to have the builders that are here that are either energy smart builders or using the HERS index to stand up and get some recognition. Please stand up. I know at each conference you're going to say, there's too many sessions, I can't get them all, where can I find out? I just want to let you know that the general session is being videotaped and will be on the RESNET website, and then all the presentations of the breakout sessions will be on the RESNET website. I would now recognize a real pioneer in the building energy research field, Edward Pollack. As a leader of the U.S. Department of Energy's building research, Ed, through his leadership and vision in such areas as tax credit for energy efficient homes, Building America, and the National Builders Challenge, has set the path to net zero energy homes in the United States. Ed has been a longtime ally of RESNET and in the building performance industry. In recognition of Ed's leadership at the Department of Energy, I am pleased to present him with the 2012 RESNET Executive Directors Award. Thanks to Ed's leadership, we are now seeing net zero energy homes being built and bought throughout in the United States. And I think that's a noble accomplishment. Ed just recently retired, but I think we all as an industry owe a great gratitude to Ed. So would you come up and present you the award?
I'm really honored by this recognition and pleased to hear the discussions this morning, the numbers that both KB Holmes and Steve presented on the progress that's being made. It's my belief that through the RESNET rating and the participation of builders in this Energy Smart program and the activities moving towards net zero and providing a net zero home to homeowners, that the market will change to the point where we don't need government incentives anymore. The value of the home with a rating on it, the excuse that people often use, well, I'm only going to be here for a few years and resale value isn't going to be there. If it's got a rating, the resale value will be there. We need to work harder with the financial institutions and the appraisers to make sure that they include that rating in their calculations, the appraised value. The numbers that Steve found a couple years ago on the reduced default rate as the market collapsed also means less risk to those financiers. Those two factors together mean that the market for an energy efficient home sustains itself if we can just get it into the marketplace that way. Keep up the good work.
So this concludes the general session, but I want to leave you with the last thought. The private sector has opened its doors for new business relationships. Let's go in with them and let's get down to business. Thank you and enjoy the rest of this conference.